Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm Holly, Albanese Library Director. First, I would like to extend a welcome to all on such a momentous occasion. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize many individuals and elected officials that are here today. It is with great pleasure that I welcome the following individuals: County Commissioners Andy Dance, Dave Sullivan, Greg Hansen, and Donnie O'Brien. Also from the county is County Administrator Heidi Petito and Deputy County Administrator Jorge Salinas. I don't know if that's a sign, but... And from our Sheriff's Office, Commander Emery. From the City of Palm Coast, Mayor Alphen. From the City of Flagler Beach, Mayor Robinson. City Manager Alan Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, City of Bunnell. That's right. So I apologize. City of Bunnell, Mayor Robinson, and Alvin Jackson is the city manager. From the Library Board of Trustees, we have Jim Ulsmer, Sharon Attic, Nancy Betancourt, Jan Cullinane, and Bernie Barzak. Friends of the Library, we have Mike Cocciola, the president, and Vice President Carl Landry. From the Architect's Office, we have Ruffin Rhodes. Ruffin. And from our CMAR, Ajax, we have Lon Newman. Okay, if I've missed anybody, and I want to thank all the county staff that are here today to support this project, so I really appreciate it. So now I'm going to caveat all my future comments with an apology on the length of my speech. As a librarian, I'm a bit of a storyteller, and I've been planning and waiting for this moment in time for 9 years. So I think I may have earned at least 1 minute for every year. Planning for New Library actually goes back much further than 9 years. In reality, I've been planning for this for almost 19 years. I started here as library director in 2006 and quickly found that if I was to be a successful leader and build a great library system, it was going to take perseverance. Shortly after being hired, we were hit with a loss in state aid, which required closing hours and a reduction in staff and materials. Upon asking the commission at the time for increased funding, I was challenged. If I needed money, go find it. That is when I found the passport service, and luckily, the staff followed me and really made this service the success it is today. Perseverance is what kept us going, and because of that, we have brought in more than $1.4 million today, of which $1.1 million is being used towards the overall project. Of course, everyone here, thank you. Of course, everyone here remembers the Great Recession. The library is no stranger to those hard, lean years. During this time, we used passport revenue and grants to enhance services to our community so they would never feel the pain. And with the generosity of our friends of the library, we were able to continue with our programming. Once again, we persevered and came out on the other side of the recession and prepared and able to handle any challenge. That brings us to 2015, where we could actually talk and start making plans for a new library, and so we did. It was at that time there was a conversation about the space needs of other departments, and specifically the social services, now known as Health and Human Services Department. This union of the library and HHS was not only out-of-the-box thinking, but would bring together two services that would have a synergistic effect on the community. Although we didn't know it would take another 9 years before we would finally build, we were excited and looking forward to the future. So I applied for the Public Library Construction Grant, but who knew that the grant, while we ranked #1 in the state of Florida 7 years in a row, would go unfunded by the legislature for most of those years and vetoed by the governor at least once. I would like to say 3rd time's the charm, but I can't. For us, 7 times the charm. Again, we didn't give up, we persevered. However, as the years passed and we started the design process, reality kicked in as we discovered the cost of this facility was going to be a huge hurdle to overcome. Many, including the public, were opposed to spending the $16 million for a library. Still, after making concessions and reducing square footage, we moved forward with design, and in the meantime, I continued to look for other funding opportunities. It was in 23 that I heard about the Multipurpose Community Facilities Grant through the State of Florida Office of Broadband. This grant is for libraries or other facilities that provide access to education, health, and jobs through internet access. After a lot of hard work and nail biting, I was notified in late January 24 that we were awarded $4 million. It was not until that moment, with a release of emotions, that I finally felt the first time that this project would actually come to fruition. According to Albert Einstein, success comes from curiosity, concentration, perseverance, and self-criticism. I believe it is all of those attributes that brought us here today. So here we are finally for the groundbreaking of the Nexus Center, the long-awaited multi-purpose facility that will include the library and the Health and Human Services Department. Some may ask, why is it called the Nexus Center? After some discussion with the county administrator about needing a name for the building, knowing it was more than just a library, we decided to use an online AI tool. We put in words like library, technology, innovation, community center, meeting room, and social services. The AI tool then gave us the following. How about the Nexus Center? Nexus refers to a central point or connection which aligns with the idea of a facility that offers multiple services and resources with the community. Center implies a central location where people can come together for learning, collaboration, and support. Overall, the Nexus Center conveys the idea of a dynamic, multifaceted facility that serves as a hub for learning, innovation, and community engagement. The building will be one story with 23,000 square feet. As you walk up to the building, there will be a canopy that extends out to provide shade and cover from inclement weather. To the north is the HHS portion of the building with a separate entrance. Inside HHS will be a reception lobby area that opens to several consultation rooms, 2 restrooms, a storage closet, a workspace with 4 offices, a 25-person meeting room, and a staff kitchen. As you enter the main building, you enter into a pre-function lobby where you will find a small micro market for those study-induced munchies, public restroom, and a state-of-the-art community center with a caterer's kitchen which can hold approximately 300 people. This room can be subdivided by a wall and used for 2 functions at the same time, or open fully to 1 for larger events. During the week, one side will be used as the Flagler County Senior Center and congregate meal site. Now, as you move into the building further, you will enter another set of double doors which will lead into the main portion of the library. Imagine, if you will, the colors of blue and green to mimic the natural beauty of Flagler County from coast to country. To your right will be a customer service desk, passport office, and hidden behind a wall will be a staff area, offices, and a drive-through window for your after-hour returns or business hour hold pickups. Beyond that, you will find an innovation lab and podcasting room where kids of all ages can learn, engage, and create. On the other side of the building is the Youth Services Department, featured with a wall that curves like a wave on the beach. The Children's Department and Teen Center are divided by a shared staff workroom and 50-person capacity program room. In the center of the building will be the adult collection, computers, and seating with double doors at the back of the building that open to the view of our natural surroundings and future site of what will hopefully be an amphitheater. This, as I described, it is the Nexus Center. And in the end, the Nexus Center will be many things to many people. And so it is with a humble heart and a grateful spirit that I say thank you to the county commissioners, administration, county and library staff, the library board, friends of the library, and residents of Flagler County for your support now and in the future. Remember, as Andrew Carnegie said, a library outranks any one thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert. Thank you. Next up, let's welcome our Chair of the County Commissioners, Andy Dance.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And with due credit to Dr. Jackson, it's a great day in Bunnell, right? Absolutely. Before I go on, I think we should all just recognize the amount of work that Ms. Albanese has put into getting this building to where it is today. She's deserved every one of those minutes that she spoke today, and it's a true testament to determination and grit. For her personally, you can go back to each of the grants, the state grant and the broadband grant, and those we would not have been in the running or received those without the hard work of Miss Albanese, getting all the work done behind the scenes, long hours and countless minutes, getting those preparations done and submitted, and then getting the grant, which is a testament to the work. Grants are not easy. The amount of work and preparation to get everything in line and then get the grant is a huge step. And I do agree that with those grant fundings, I think that was the sigh of relief that you mentioned. I think we all felt that as well. So to my commissioners that are here, they have been on this project a lot longer than I have. So I want to make sure that if we could just give Ms. Albanese and the commissioners here a round of applause for getting us here. I'm not going to take up the 4 minutes I've probably earned for my 4 years on the commission, but it's hot, and this is an active construction site, so we'll move on. I really don't have anything else to add. I think again, the grants are testament that this project is needed. I've had long conversations with Mr. Olsemer about the importance of the project, another person who has stood fast behind the project to make sure we're here today. So he'll have a chance to talk in just a minute. But for all aspects of the county, this meets all demographics that need services within the county. The fact that there was foresight to be able to make this a multi-purpose facility, Health and Human Services, the congregate meal facility, it just goes into the hard work that was put in to make sure this was a viable building so that our residents knew we were doing the best we could to make this an efficient use of their taxpayer funds, because this will live long past all of us and serve the community for years to come. So with that, I will be done, and I will introduce Mr. Olsemer, who is with the Flagler County Library Board of Trustees. So Mr. Olsemer.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm neither a librarian nor an elected official, so I'll be sure to keep this brief. Shortly after I retired down here, I learned that there was an opening on the library board. So back in 2007, I joined the board, and shortly thereafter became its chair, a task which we've really enjoyed. So I've been working with Holly along these many years to try to get this done. Her efforts, and you heard about the grant writing and all the work she put into it, is finally paying off. You know, when the main library was built in 2001, there was 49,000 people in the county. By the time this is done, next year, the population will be close to triple that amount. So it's about time we expanded our library services. This road right here is going to punch through to Route 1. It's going to be a great thoroughfare. This library would be a beautiful anchor for this road, and I'm sure good, prudent development will follow. So basically, sum it up, this is the right building at the right time, in the right place, and the proper investment for Flagler County. So we should all be proud to celebrate this day. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next speaker is Lon Newman, Operations Manager at Ajax.
Thanks, everybody. Hot, make this short. It's a real honor to be here to work with Flagler again. We built the Sheriff's Administration building and haven't been here working on this as long as Holly, but started on this a couple of years ago. It started then a little bit grander, and so as a team with Rhodes Brito Architects and the county staff, when we realized where the budget was, this is just, if there's one word, it's about being a team. As a team, we work together at how to massage it to make sure that everything that Holly needed and everybody that they needed was still part of this project. So we got it down to what it was as a team. You know, everything is where it's needed. You know, it's an honor to be here. I look forward to the ribbon cutting, which will be a lot more exciting. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, I know it's not on your agenda, but last week we were supposed to have this groundbreaking, and our architect, Ruffin Rhodes, could not be here, but he is here today, and so I thought it'd be good if he came up and just said a few words.
Good morning.
Good morning.
As Holly said, my name is Ruffin Rhodes, and we are excited to be the architect for this project. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to the leadership and administration of Flagler County. You have chosen to invest in your community, and the community will be rewarded by a state-of-the-art facility that will serve the constituents of Flagler County well into the future. As architects, Rhodes & Brito was proud to be a part of those public projects that improve the quality of life for their communities. This new facility will allow citizens to meet, acquire new skills, and create connections, which is what Nexus is all about. Holly and county staff first shared the vision of purpose of this facility during our initial meeting 2017-2018. So yes, we've been on it for quite a while. It's one of the longest projects we've been on. However, what has fueled this project for us has been Holly's passion. I have seen her go from anticipation, despair, to elation, and everything in between. So she has fueled us in terms of our energy to continue this project. And so now we embark on the labor pains of getting construction started so that we'll birth a new center. And so with that, Ajax company, let's move some dirt.
Okay, before I close, I thought I'd open it to any city elected officials or other county commissioners that would like to say a few words. Anybody? No? Okay, then we'll move on to closing remarks, and then we'll go move some dirt.